Well, is it time for actress Cheryl Hines to curb her enthusiasm about her husband's run for president? We're going to talk about it right now on The Other View. Well, 2024 presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. telling Breitbart News that his bid for commander-in-chief is costing his actress wife, Hines, jobs in Hollywood. Kennedy adding that cancel culture is real and it is alarming. Joining us now to discuss, Project 21 member Whitley Yates, Newsmax contributor Deneen Borelli, and Laura Curran is still here with us. Whitley, I want to ask you about this one because we'll call him RFK Jr. said that not only did his wife lose jobs, but she's been berated by people who were former fans. And at the same time, she has come out in the past saying she doesn't agree with all of her husband's views. She's been very open about it. But of course, cancel culture strikes again.
Absolutely. And the woke will cancel anyone, even people that align with their own ideologies, because it's based on fallacies, fairy tales, and lies. And so here you have them attacking their own and someone who's an advocate for their progressive and terrible policies just because they're in opposition to the current leadership in the White House, which we should all be in opposition to. And so what you have is woke culture and the woke mob attacking people, causing them to lose their jobs, all because they don't want to challenge.
You're killing a heartbeat. You're killing the baby.
All right, Deneen, yeah, we're hearing some other audio, I think, in there. I'm not sure if everybody else is, but just want to note that. But Deneen, you know, it's not just about one side versus the other. It seems like as a society, people have become incredibly nasty. I was reviewing the story on Twitter, and even though Cheryl Hines has been a beloved actress to many people, once they learned that she was RFK Jr.'s wife, they were incredibly nasty to her. And that exists on both sides. When did we get so nasty?
Well, it's been bubbling and building for quite some time, Katrina, which is really unfortunate. But what the Kennedys are finding out is that, especially for him, it's not his father's Democrat Party and it's not his uncle's Democrat Party anymore. It's just gone off of the cliff, off the abyss. But they also need to recognize that conservatives have been hit on all ends. If you're in Hollywood and you go against the machine, they've been losing jobs and have been blacklisted. So I say to both of them, welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah, and Deneen, great points there. And Laura, even today, actress Molly Ringwald, who's quite liberal, came out saying, okay, enough with this cancel culture already. It's getting exhausting and it makes everyone sound like they're Puritans. Kind of just get over it already, I think was her message.
You know, I think the comparison to the blacklist in the 50s is really quite apt.
That's a great point.
And Democrats were very exercised about that, and rightly so. Canceling people, ruining their careers, not hiring them, trashing them. That's not what the Democratic Party should be about at all. And I think she's a great actress. I loved her in Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'd like to see her work on her own merits. And by the way, isn't it kind of sexist to punish the wife because you disagree with the husband?
Excellent point. I like that one. But let's move on. Speaking of punishment, in other news, a woke Massachusetts school district is having trouble finding a superintendent who agrees with their agenda. Now, the East Hampton School District originally withdrew a job offer from their first choice after he used the term ladies to address them while trying to negotiate his contract. Well, now their second choice is out and being labeled transphobic for old social media posts that surfaced in which she stated that only biological girls should be allowed to play girls' sports. Whitley, who are they going to be able to hire?
Absolutely no one, because they're not looking for anyone who's willing to teach, be an administrator, and bring common sense into the schools. They're looking for someone to progress an agenda that is practically anti-American, if we're going to be honest. And the sad part about this is no one is talking about the credentials of this superintendent, the years that they've spent in education, and how they're going to attempt to impact the schools and the teachers. What they're talking about is their own political beliefs that they want to indoctrinate within these schools. And I think that's just ridiculous. And I'm really sad that we've come to this case, that they can't find anyone to subscribe to their leftist woke agenda.
Yeah, and again, going for extremes instead of practicality. And the second candidate who was booted, Erica Faginski Stark's posts only became public after students emailed the mayor of East Hampton in that school district expressing their concerns about her views. Deneen, it doesn't seem like the students should be deciding who the superintendent is. We reported on a story from Cornell University where students tried to petition their school for sensitivity warnings on certain materials, and the head of the university said absolutely not. Shouldn't adults be making these decisions?
Well, it just shows you how upside down and turned around everything is, from schools to corporate America. The second choice, she is a Division I scholarship athlete. So, of course, she's going to defend girls to keep boys out of girls' sports and locker rooms. And I don't blame her for turning down the position. Why would she want to work there now?
Yeah, this is a great point. Laura, let's sum it up for us.
So maybe the school district could generate an AI candidate that would fit all of their
there you go.
requirements. And frankly, I don't mind being called a lady.
All right. I don't mind being called a lady either. Ladies, do you?
I don't either.
Yeah, there
When
you
is
go.
ladies' night?
Hey, it's a consensus. All right. Whitley Yates, Deneen Borelli, thank you so much. Laura, of course, is going to stick around.